Hi Maker, this is Claire from Eclair Makery, and today I'm going to teach you how to do this slip stitch join for squares. So to begin, you're going to want to get together your squares. I have 4 here that I'll be using to demonstrate, and this is the arrangement that I'm doing. So you can, of course, arrange it however your project is requiring it, and then you'll also need a yarn that you want to use for the join. I'm using a nice contrasting white so that the stitches show up really well, and then you'll need a hook that matches your yarn. So then to begin doing the slip stitch join, you're going to begin with a slip knot, and then you're going to take your hook and your first square, and we're going to go through one of those corner loops and go through the back loop of it and then pull that slip knot up. Then we are going to go into the back loop of the stitch right next to it and then get our second square and go through the back loop of one of the corner stitches on the corresponding square. So then we're going to take our yarn over, and then pull through all 3 of those loops to form a slip stitch, and this is what it will look like. And then you just continue doing that, inserting it through all the back loops and just lining them up, then pulling your yarn through, then just going all the way down the square through one back loop, then over to the other square, yarn over, and pull the yarn through all 3 of those loops, and continue doing that down the edge of your square till they are all seamed together. Once the first set is seamed, we are going to add our second set of squares. So you want to line them up and match them. Then we're going to go through one of the corner loops on our, I guess this would be our 3rd square, and through a corner loop on our 4th square. And then you're going to take your yarn, and I like to keep my strand nice and tight, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops, and that joins all 4 squares together. And then we're just going to do what we did before, where we're going through those back loops and doing the slip stitches and working down the edges of our squares till they are all seamed together. After you have joined all of the squares that you need along this vertical seam, then we are going to fasten off our yarn. So I've gone ahead and trimmed this, and then I am going to just yarn over and pull that yarn through to fasten that off. And you can, of course, do this with however many squares working in that vertical line. And now we're going to do another slip knot, and we are going to start working horizontally on our squares to finish joining them. So we'll go through the same process we did with that first square, where we went through one of the corner loops, pulled that slip knot through, and then go to the next corner loop through the back loop of it. And then we are going to tighten that yarn, go across to the next square and the corresponding stitch, and then we'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and then you'll continue working down the edge through the back loops of these stitches, just like we did on that vertical line, so that we can join these squares together. And so once you get to the point where they intersect, I will show you how you will work over the first seam. So in order to work over this first seam, we're going to take our yarn and we're going to do a chain stitch. So 1 chain stitch over that first seam we made, and this just creates a stitch over that. Then you'll go across that first seam to 2 corner loops, just like we've been doing, and then you'll just continue seaming along that edge. And it'll help give this nice look where it crosses over seamlessly, and then you can continue working all the way down your squares till they're all joined horizontally, just like you joined them all vertically. And you just repeat this with all the squares that you need to join or pieces for your project. So this is how you do a slip stitch join or seaming for your crochet projects. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and it was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!